Hi, this is a review of Batman #1. At least I think this is Batman #1. Now this is not actually Batman #1. I think this is a replica of Batman #1. I know it's not the real thing, but this came out in early mid 1970s. It was as a collector's edition, limited collector's edition, but it had a different cover on it. And so all the kids that I know who bought it ripped off the front cover and then kept this. So it looks like Batman #1. So you got spring issue #1. I've never actually seen the interior of the real Batman #1, so I don't know how accurate this is. But if this actually is a replica, and I think it is, then this is really pretty cool. And the thing about Batman #1, Robin's already been introduced, I guess, in earlier detective comics. And let me just show you what these look like. So here's an actual comic book from the Bronze Age. This probably came out a few years earlier than this replica of Batman #1. But see, so those collector's editions are a lot different. A lot bigger, and they usually collect different reprints of one character. So in other editions that have maybe 5 or 6 reprints of different Batman stories from different eras. All right, let's get started on this. We don't take too long. I focus too long on the cover. Robin's already been introduced in Detective Comics, I guess. And Detective Comics #27, I've done a review like this for that comic. That was just one Batman story. This is really cool because you get several Batman stories. All right, let's take a look at the inside cover. And remember, this is not the real Batman #1, so don't flip out over, oh my God, you ripped this. It's been like that. All right, so we've got a 2-page Batman origin. I think you can see this in a lot of reprints. I know I've seen this in a lot of other reprints. And then you get, this is probably one of the most reprinted stories ever. This original Joker story. I know I've seen this in several books, so I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time with this because you can get this anywhere. This is just classic Joker. And they could get through a lot of stories in just a few pages back then. Now see, all right, I will comment because this is always, you know, as kids bug me, you are really committing. You are really committing when you make that move. And they just happen to stand there. But they're good fight scenes for early comic books. A lot of early comic books didn't give you a lot of fight scenes. It'd be like action scenes maybe. And then, God, I can't stand when the Joker beats Batman in a fist fight. That shouldn't happen. Oh man, that's a cool shot. And then I think Robin gets, yeah, see, typical Robin. And then I think I'm taking too long with this because anyone who's looking at this video has probably seen this story. Oh yeah, it's more like it, but of course he'll get away because otherwise the story would be too short. And so, anyways, I mean, cool settings. You've got cool places for fight. I mean, I don't know if that's the most efficient move or effective move. And then, oh yeah, you gotta save him and then punch him out. Very good. And then, man, the Joker. Well, yeah, have the last laugh. Well, you know. All right, so then we go, and in Detective Comics #27, that was it for this very simple Batman story. They had a bunch of other characters that had nothing to do with detectives or Batman. And then we get, hey, it's Major Bigsby and Bots. I don't remember this at all. What? A cowboy story of Batman. I don't think there are many of these, so we'll just take a look at that. And then I remember really liking this story. I don't remember what exactly happens. Good splash page. I remember Hugo Strange right there. Okay, I guess he's busting out. I just remember the monsters. That was the cool. I don't know if this one's gotten reprinted quite as frequently as the other one. Oh man, cops always just. Oh man. And then see, that's a destructive monster, right there. Like I don't remember the plot of this at all, but I remember. Oh man, just do the wishbone with Batman. Can't do that in Batman #1. So that is a lot of, holy cats. That's a lot of, look at that exposition right there. That guy is the talker. Man, they got to tell you what they're doing. Oh, don't do it. Don't let them inject you. Vaccination. And then, I don't remember what happens. Maybe you can pause it and read the story. And then, oh no, monsters! And then they push into each other. Right, and then monster fight, Monster fight. Oh, the DC blows a great opportunity. That's all you get for the monster fight? Man, back in the 90s, Image Comics would have made that last a whole issue. And you got the bat plane. Uh-oh, a monster. Oh, was he climbing or did he get just dropped off? I don't remember. It has been years since I've read this, but I just remember liking it a lot. And then this is, I guess, an homage to King Kong. This probably came out, maybe 5 years after King Kong? I don't know. Come on, it's not really original, but still, it's really cool. That's really cool. And there's no blonde chick up there with him. And then another advertisement for Detective Comics. And then, I don't even remember what this is, but you get some prose. Meet the artist. Is that really what Bob Kane looks like? I don't know. I don't know what Bob Kane looks like. I know what Stan Lee looks like, what Jack Kirby looks like, what Will Eisner looks like. I didn't know what Bob Kane looks like. Oh, this is the first appearance of... I think this is the first appearance of Selena Kyle. I think, 'cause I remember something really bizarre about this. What? This is kind of a good story. See? It's just the cat. And then... Alright, I don't... Okay, so let me see what's going on here. Well, Robin... Oh, look at her. Robin's kicking some... And then... Underwater. And then Robin just shows up. Hey, wait, where did he come from? I don't see much cat in here, though. And then... Let's see, more fighting. See, that would suck, though, if you're a henchman fighting a kid. That's a no-win situation. If you lose, you got beat up by a kid, but if you win, you beat up a kid. Big deal. Alright, so... Got an action-packed story. Oh, man, then the Batboat. This reminds me of that movie. I think that was the music when Batman and Robin were in the boat. Alright, so we got... Alright, I promise I won't do that again. Oh, I see something promising. They capture an old lady, and then... You. And then... Wait, here it is right here. Okay, so he's wiping the makeup wax, and then Batman says, "Quiet or Papa spank." What? That's kind of like, alright. Have you ever seen a pretty girl before? And then, ta-da. Well, Cat, it seems we've got you at last. Now let's take a look at that bondage. Bandage. And then, Batman. And see, here's the thing. So she starts to, you and I, King and Queen of Crime, we'd make a great part. Sorry, your proposition tempts me. He does? And then, oops, sorry, Robin. Why, Robin, my boy, whatever gave you such an idea? Nice night, isn't it? Lovely girl. Well, at least we know he's not a pedophile, as he was accused of being about 10 years later. And then, okay, what do we got here? Action comics, adventure comics. What? Ultraman, okay, Spectre, and then the first Flash. I still think that's the coolest of the Flashes. And then we got, okay, 2 Aces, World War Ones. I don't know. Looks. Oh, that's. Oh yeah, beginning of World War II. I suppose. I don't think I ever read this. I wonder how many people. Ginger Snap. All right. I vaguely recall this. I vaguely remember it, but people probably aren't that interested. And then Fantastic Facts. I wonder how many of these are actually true. And then we get we get a second Joker story. I'm telling you, this is good. You got 2 Joker stories, Hugo Strange, and a Selena Kyle story. I mean, this is, you get your money. You got your 10 cents worth out of this. And so, Joker. And then, oh man, I do not want Joker to be my last final words. I didn't mean to say last and final. I meant my brain was saying pick one, and I said both. And then, now I don't remember this one as much as the other. Ooh, dang. Come on, what? Now how does he... Wait, does he miss on purpose? I don't care. I was trying to keep this under 10 minutes, but of course that he reaches, and then is this the end? Now see, the good thing is you don't have to wait till the next issue, because we can just turn the page and fake out. Da da da. See, these are good action scenes. There was a time when comic books didn't have good action. They just kind of a lot of them today, even the characters just kind of stand around. Oh man, that's a bad feeling when you're actually playing cards and they're all jokers. And then, of course, I think I felt like that sometimes when I'm playing cards. And then I have no idea what's going on in this story, but it's cool. And then more jumping from building to building. And then a little bit. Then, okay, here we go. Oh, you know what? Okay, so that's where you've got this where he's hanging out. That's not the most dramatic shot. Where is? Okay, now I got a question. I'm gonna come back to that. Okay, winning the fight. Batman should win the fist fight. And then where is it? Okay, so here you've got Detective Comics 40 with that picture. This picture has given me nightmares, and I don't know how many times I've had nightmares of me hanging on from a pole like that, and then, well, no, it's not even the Joker. Joker's not even cutting with an axe. I'm just hanging. I don't need the Joker to be threatening me with an axe. I can't pull myself over to the ledge. And so you've got it from here, but then this is the scene from here as well. So I don't know if they reprinted this, if it originally appeared in the Detective Comics 40, or it doesn't matter. It's still a cool cover. And about once a year, probably, I have a dream where I'm hanging onto a pole like that. Only my viewpoint's different. I have it from Robin's viewpoint, and I'm looking down, and I think, I'm screwed. But then I wake up. I'm just afraid that's gonna be the way I go out. That sometime it's actually gonna go out. Make your own records at home. Da 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 da. A lot of fun having them. Okay, well, this is the 1940s, so this is what you do for fun. For fun. Don't you? I can't stand it when my mouth doesn't say the words that my brain has. All right, cut out. Can you imagine if this were Batman #1, and then some kid cut out and frame that? Hey, look at this, and then their Batman #1 is only worth a few $1,000s instead of 40 or 50. I don't even know how much it's worth anymore. All right, so there you go. That's a review of Batman #1. Hopefully this actually is a replica and not just a complete fake out. But hope you enjoyed it. And I have other old comic book review videos if you're interested. I have one for Detective Comics #27. I have one for this one where Batman is threatening Robin. And a bunch of others. So thanks for watching.